Good morning from day 3 on the PCT. So I got everything packed up here. I am ready to start heading up the trail. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning and want to try to make it to Mount Laguna today. That's about 15.4 miles from here. So it's going to be, I don't think I've ever climbed from Boulder Oaks to Mount Laguna on one stretch in a day. So it's 2,800 feet of elevation. I'm just going to do my pacing step, take a lot of mini breaks, and the water situation, trying to figure out how much water, like don't want to carry too much up the hill, but if I'm going to stop and take a lot of breaks, I also want to have enough water, so I'm still thinking about that. I get going up the mountain, see how far we get today. Okay, let's try this again. Leaving a quick break spot here at Kitchen Road, and the water access here is down that way, right off the road. It's pretty easy access, but I did not go to it, but this gentleman in front of me, Mark, did. Said it was super easy to get to. I have 2.5 liters to get me to Long Creek, which is just a little under 8 miles ahead, so it should be good. Look at the beautiful views up here. This is really cool up here. I was telling Mark ahead of me here that some of the rocks look like petrified wood. Here's the family with all the kiddos coming southbound from Mount Laguna. How cool to run into them. Guys are doing awesome. Have fun. Coming down the hill from Mount Laguna. Why didn't I do that? Everyone shows that sign. All right, so I'm coming up to the Sibbets turnoff here. I'm trying to decide. I'm just gonna go sit over here in the shade and figure out how much, figure out the water, figure out how much more I think I'm gonna need. It's only 4.4 miles ahead to the next water source, but it's straight up climbing in the heat. So let me sit down. Actually, look, it's a nice spot in the shade. Sitting here and we'll figure it out. Took like a 10-minute break there, and heading up to the Sibbets turnoff here, but I think I rationed my water. I have like 3/4 liter here, 3/4 liter here to get me 4.4 miles. So what I'll do is, like, for 2.2 miles, I'll drink this bottle, and the other 2.2 should be plenty of water. I don't know why I'm overthinking this. It's because I've gotten into trouble a couple times on climbs with water, and just don't want to make those mistakes again. But it's 0.7 down there to get to the campground, and I think it's unnecessary for me to do that. Let's start the pacing step. It's gonna be steep for a little bit here. So I just left my break spot like 10 minutes ago down there. It's amazing how far I've climbed up already. Like, I went this way. There's a bunch of switchbacks, and now we're coming back this direction here. But pretty cool how fast your legs can climb you up these hillsides. So I'm 3.8 from the water source. I haven't even started drinking my 1.5 liters yet, so I should be more than fine. And it's not super crazy hot yet, which is good. And I think going up in elevation is definitely gonna help. So I need to stop stressing over that. That's what one bad experience will do to you out here, though. There's nothing wrong with being overly cautious. I haven't been doing too much recording, just focusing on getting up this climb, and talking to some people along the way, so that's been fun. It does make the time go faster and seems a little easier, but pacing stuff's working great like always. I've already shown it to somebody else who wanted to know how to do it, and makes all the difference in the world. It's still a long climb up though, so I need to I just want to get to the water source. I think then I'll feel a lot more relaxed, so I can take I'll take my lunch break there, load up on the water I need, take a nice long break, and then before I do that last climb up into Mount Laguna, because it's a pretty long day for climbing. I really don't know like what time I'm gonna get to Mount Laguna either, because I know climbing my miles per hour are pretty slow compared to my usual 2.5 miles per hour. So I'm not really sure what time. I'm thinking probably between 3 and 4:30, and I have no idea what time it is now. And that's good. I'm not like paying attention to all that. I'm just trying to like put my nose to the grind, and let's get there. But here we are. That's Sunrise Highway over there, the one that runs all the way up through Julian. That thing goes on forever. Tiny little horned lizard here. He's so cute. You are very small. All right, let's see if I can get it better. I'm trying to think about my plans for Mount Laguna, because I'm getting in a little later this afternoon. I don't know, I guess I'll kind of feel it out, but there's a chance maybe I'll take 0 tomorrow. I want to be smart, like kind of like give my body a break. I've been pushing it really hard for 3 days in a row, and like having that day off I think would be smart here in the beginning. And that's kind of close to how I was training at home too, but without all the long climbs on the PCT. And I can tell my legs are really tired. They feel great though. I'm like so happy with how, I guess, all the training I've been doing, seems like it's worked, but I'm definitely still conditioning. So anyway, I might take a 0 tomorrow. I'm not sure yet, but I will fill you guys in as I figure it out. So I'm heading down into that area. That's the Long Creek area, or Longs Creek, and it should start getting pretty steep here going down in. And I'm going to sit down there and take a nice long lunch break. I'm looking forward to it. This is pretty down here. I have to say, like, it feels like it's taking forever to get to the water. I'm definitely past my next pack off break time, so I'm ready to sit down, and it's after 12:30 and have some lunch. I'm starving, but it's just weird, like when you're climbing a lot, your appetite's a little off anyway. So I don't know, but I definitely need to eat something, take a long break before heading up that other side there. All right, I am stopped here at Longs Creek, and this is mile 37.8, I think. 37.9, something like that. But yeah, just taking a nice pack off break, and we'll sit here for about 25-30 minutes eating some mashed potatoes, which are actually really good, with my cheddar cheese, and getting some nice potassium from that, some sodium. And I have a resupply box up in Mount Laguna, and I have so much food left over from this stretch. I always bring too much stuff in the beginning, but oh well, no big deal. But yeah, anyway, just gonna finish up lunch here. There's a lot of people here, so I don't want to like be annoying, and quick pan around. Okay, let's knock out the rest of this 3.7 mile climb up to Mount Laguna. And the rest of the stretch is very beautiful. I always love coming through here. We got all these little baby manzanitas in the red rock and the red dirt, clay soil, and then you go into the pine forest. It's just really pretty stretch. But I'm over the climbing since the beginning. Looking forward to the trails after Mount Laguna. They're a lot more tame. So just to get a little bit of a break. I see pine trees up ahead. Yes. Not a pack off break, but just resting on this log here. Whew. I think I booked it up that hill pretty quickly. So I'm, I don't know how far I am, about maybe a mile and a half from Mount Laguna. I still want to figure out what I'm going to do tonight. I'm not really sure, but I will fill you guys in when I have that figured out. Made it to the turnoff up here. It is 3:17, so I hauled butt, but I feel like it. My butt is sore, so I'm gonna go that way tomorrow. I'll reconnect there, and let's go into town, see what we can do, see what we can find. I'm thinking I'm gonna try to maybe check the tiny homes first, see if they have anything available. Ooh, I wish I could stop there right now, but I need to go check the tiny homes first before they get booked up. I checked the tiny home block and they have like a 2-night minimum, and it would be like $290 for 2 nights. I don't think I want to just blow all my cash on 3 days into this. That's crazy. So I'm gonna go check the Mount Laguna Lodge and see what they have available. And if they don't have anything available, I have another option. Well, 2 other options, but I don't understand why the Burnt Rancheria campground, the gate was closed at the front entry. So I don't know if they're officially open or not. So that might be an issue too. Where are we supposed to sleep here? All right, so after trying to figure out what I was gonna do for tonight, I was able to book a tiny home, but it is the hostel style, and this is the girls' dorm. So right now there's nobody here, but there's a chance that someone could show up later this afternoon. So if they do, I hope they're really, really quiet, and but it'd be nice if nobody shows up and I get it all to myself. And it was only $50, so that's not that bad. But all right, well, I got a lot of chores to do, and try to relax a little bit. It's been a long day, but it was a good day. I was really happy that I was able to get up the climb just fine. I'm just really sore, so it's nice to be somewhere where I can kind of settle down and take care of things.